Here we are with the 2008 848. Again, much like the 1098, tons of adjustability on this bike. Forks have preload, rebound, and compression. And then the shock has preload, rebound, and compression as well. And just like the 1098, we have a rear ride height adjustability rod to help with tire geometry, to make sure the chassis keeps the same geometry. And obviously you've got to measure your circumference of your tires to make those changes. So the chassis is completely and fully adjustable. Now with Dave on the bike at 140 pounds, 180 pounds, excuse me. We know the extended length was 612 millimeters. Dave is at 92, so this is even stiffer for him than the 1098 was. So we have 20 millimeters of sag in the back. At that point, we'd be looking, if you're in this weight category, at 180 pounds, swapping the springs out in the shock immediately. Okay. On the fork length, it's just the same as the 1098, 130 millimeters. And in the front, we're at 30 mil in the front. So we've got a mismatch of springs here, unlike the 1098. The front is way softer than the back. Again, we're a little under half in the preload, so if we soften the front up, that's going to work great. But in this weight category at 180, you're going to have to change the rear shock spring out for something softer to make it ride correctly. Now with Chris on the 848, 240 pounds. We're looking at 612 as a top out. And we're at 82. So with Chris on the bike, it's 30 mil, so we could go ahead and soften this up, and then the spring will be fine. Moving to the front, 37 millimeters of sag in the front. A little on the soft side, but again, we're halfway on the spring preload. So at 240 pounds, the bike's actually roughly in the ballpark for you. So off the showroom floor with a little adjustment, the bike would ride great. Now with Lisa on the bike at 140 pounds. She has the extremely small sag number of 12 millimeters. So we're probably looking at a 2-spring drop in the back of the bike for her. And in the front, 25 millimeters. So if you're 140 pounds, before you even think of riding this bike on the road, you're gonna have to respring it, because otherwise it's gonna be way too stiff.